Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in so long. I've been really busy with school and stuff going on outside of school. I don't want to make a long intro. I don't want to waste any of your guys' time, so let's just go ahead and hop straight into the video. I got 3 steps for you guys today. Each step is going to have little tips inside of it. So for step number 1, I'm going to be going over mechanics, aim, and how you can improve those things, because those are some of the best aspects you need to have in order to become a pro in 2023. I'm also going to be going over game sense and how to acquire game sense. So I'm just going to kind of talk pretty fast because we don't have much time in this video. But before I start doing that, I want to say a lot of people think it's too late to become a pro in 2023. It most definitely isn't. There's tons of pros leaving the scene every day. Tons of people quit grinding to become a pro. Tons of people quitting. So you can be that person, the next pro. So don't feel like you don't have enough time or you don't have enough whatever to not become a pro. Eliminate all the excuses and you can do it with enough hard work. So step 1, mechanics and aim. I'll just kind of briefly go over these. I don't have much time in the video, like I said, so if you want to get your pro mechanics, one of the best ways is to watch a pro. I like to watch a pro maybe do a new retake, a new building move on YouTube in slow motion. Maybe watch a Twitch stream back, watch what they did, slow it down, go into creative and practice the exact same one over and over again until you can do it for muscle memory. Then do it normally, normal speed, do it slow at first, then you have it in your move category. You can use Raiders Mechanics Training Map V3, Raiders Piece Control Practice Maps also to improve your mechanics. So I just wanted to briefly go over that. I'll put all the map codes below in the description. So aim is also a very important aspect of Fortnite, arguably the most important. How do you train your aim? I'm just going to be treating like nobody's ever heard of these things. There's a lot of new people in chapter 4. Maybe you guys want to be pros. You found the right video. So if you've already heard of these things, I go ahead and apologize, but I'm going to be going over some good aiming softwares and some good aiming scenarios in the game. So Aim Labs, Kovacs, I'm sure you've heard of them. Those are great aiming tools. Maybe play those 20-30 minutes a day before you get on. Practice the aim scenarios you're bad at first. Same thing with mechanics. Do the things you're bad at. Don't practice the things that are fun that you're good at. And in-game trainers, we have Raiders. He has mechanics. He also has a lot of aim trainers. I'll put those below. Practice the scenarios you're bad at. If you have good shotgun aim, practice your AR aim first until you can get that to a pro level. You want to get your aim at a professional level, you got to keep practicing every day consistently. Have an aim routine, have a practice routine. Mine looks like something like this: 20 minutes aim lab, 15 minutes in-game aim trainers, including 200 pump box fights. I'll link that code in the description below. It's a great aim trainer. And then I'll go into a mechanics training map, practice if I have poor edits, poor peaks. I'll practice those first, and then I'll practice my normal mechanics. That's something like a practice routine will look like. You definitely want to have one in Fortnite if you want to go pro. And kind of the last part of this step is going to be game sense. That's also another very important factor. How do you acquire game sense? You acquire game sense through fighting, specifically fighting players who are better than you. If you want to find people who are better than you, you have to join a Scrim Discord server. Go to the looking players for section and ask for somebody to 1v1. You can also fight people in arena. Arena are not the best players, but it's also a great way to acquire game sense. Pros do this all the time. And also maybe tokening other pros or people who are more skilled mechanically or smarter is also a great way. And just go in and bot review those fights. That kind of brings me to my next point. I'm going to go over how to join a Scrim Discord server. If you've never heard of one, all you have to do is look up on Google or your search engine your region. For mine is NA East, and I'll type in a Scrim Discord server for NA East on Fortnite. I'll join that Discord server, and there'll be a bunches of different channels in there: a looking for player section, also a Scrim section, which is going to go over my next point. You need to find a great friend group to grind the game with, who wants to achieve the same thing as you, go pro, have similar aspirations, good goals. You can find them in these servers on social media, practice play with them every day, build good chemistry with them. They may even become a future teammate. So once you join a Discord server, you want to scrim, obviously. That's the whole point of the Scrim Discord server. What is a scrim for people who don't know? A scrim is basically where there is a host in the Discord server. You most of the time will put the game mode in-game to arena, and they will type out in one of the channels a code. You will type that code in the code box, custom matchmaking key, and you will enter the code, and when you press play, it will queue you up in that custom match with everybody else who typed in the code. There's usually zone rules such as no fighting into a forced zone or when storm surge pops to replicate a in-game in a tournament as much as possible. So you want to play these scrims with your duo, your trio, or by yourself as much as you can. Watch pros play these scrims and just kind of learn from what they do. Try to replicate it into your game. Learn how they farm materials, how they loot. Just optimize your gameplay as much as you possibly can, and then practice it out in these scrims to prepare yourself for the tournaments as best as possible, because you can't be a pro without playing tournaments unless you're doing tokens. But we're talking about competitive in this video, so if you want me to do a video on how to be a professional token player, let me know and I'll do that. But right now we're talking about competitive, so you just want to play these scrims, VOD review the games, even the games you win. There's always something you can learn from, and watch pros play them especially, or just watch pros play tournament in games, because that's really what you're trying to replicate. So once you play these scrims as much as you can, obviously you're going to want to play the tournaments. Once you play the tournaments, this is a mistake I see a lot of new people make when they're playing tournaments. They think they already have, that they've already acquired all the game sense they need. What I mean by game sense is the cognitive ability to think critically in these tournaments and know the right decision to make and how to fight, when to take a fight. They have it, and you need to play the first few tournaments like you've never played one before. Play it to improve, don't play it to win. That was one of my problems. I always thought, oh, I can get as many points as I can, but play the tournament to improve. That will really help you guys out so very much. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, type a comment below so I know. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.